Hey guys, it's Griffin here at Timbertrain Coffee Depot, and I'm going to show you how to brew Finca La Indonesia. So Finca La Indonesia is a really interesting coffee we just got from the Nariño region of Colombia. It was bought for us by Jeff Fleming of Apex Coffees. We've worked with Jeff for the last 4 years, and he always brings really nice coffees directly from the farmer. The farmers are brothers, Gabriel and Frank Torres, and they've worked together on a joint lot to create this catra. But Frank wanted to do something special with this coffee, so he put it through a unique experimental fermentation that he calls reposada. So reposada is a double fermentation that begins with cherries plucked and placed into a sealed tank. They're then left in this tank for 24 to 36 hours before being removed, depulped, and left in an open air tank for an additional 36 hours. Finally, they're taken out, washed fully, and dried on patios. This gives the coffee some really unique flavor characteristics and a nice complex acidity. So I've designed a brew method today that showcases just that. So let's get started. What you'll need today is, of course, a V60 with a paper filter. I've already pre-wet mine. You'll need a scale. Any kitchen scale will do, but that just helps keep it consistent. You'll also need a kettle, and we have ours set at 95 degrees Celsius using filtered water. So our recipe today uses 20 grams of coffee to 300 grams of water. And our total brew time is going to be about 3 minutes. So let's get into it. So turn on my scale, dose my coffee. And we're going to start with a 50 gram bloom. So I'm going to start my timer. To 50 grams. And I give it just a swirl in order to make sure everything's nice and saturated. So we're gonna let this sit for 45 seconds, and then we're gonna do our second pour. The second pour is gonna be 100 grams of water. So for this pour, I'm gonna use 50 grams to kind of saturate the whole bed, and then 50 grams right in the middle. So we're going to let that drain down until it's almost at the level of the brew bed, usually around 1 minute and 20 seconds, and then we're going to do our final pour. So our last pour today is going to be 150 grams, bringing our total brew weight up to 300 grams. And again, I'm going to use about 50 grams to integrate everything, and then the rest just in the middle. Finally, I'll give it one last swirl, and then we're going to let it drain. So it should take around 3 minutes to drain through. If you grind 2 coarse and this coffee flows through in about 2 minutes or 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you're going to get a kind of citric, sharp acidity that's a little unpleasant with a low sweetness. If you grind too fine and this coffee takes too long to draw through, around 3:30 or 4 minutes, it tends to have floral notes that transform into kind of nutty notes with a tart lime finish that's not very pleasant. And finally, if you grind perfectly and this drains through right around 3 minutes, you're going to get a really nice, balanced, creamy coffee with a candied lemon sweetness, some raw honey, some peach florals, and I get a finish that's like sweet orange juice. It's really tasty. So we're just finishing up here. Right around 310, perfect. This coffee is really interesting, and it showcases a complex washed process on Colombian coffees. So thanks for watching. Enjoy.